So we're going to go over some simple harmonic motion problems to help you when you're doing your problem set. These will be focused on pendulums and springs. So if you look on Schoology, I've given you an equation sheet. The ones that I put on squares are the ones that are on the AP Physics equation sheet. So these are the ones that you could see on your test, and these are the ones that we're going to focus on in class. It's possible I could give you one of the other ones, or you could see something that requires one of the other ones, but the main ones are these that are squared. Okay, so let's talk about this pendulum problem. So we have a pendulum on the end of a string. The mass of the pendulum bob, so the mass here is 250 grams. The length of the string is 75 centimeters. And the string is massless. Its mass is very small compared to the mass of the bob, and so we just consider it to have no mass. So it has an angle right now with the equilibrium position. Remember, the equilibrium position is in the middle when it goes back through that center point. And so this angle here is 13 degrees. So let's try to figure out its period, and then let's figure out the restoring force also. Okay, so if you go to your equation sheet, you can see that we have several equations that are for period. We know that period is 1 over the frequency. We don't know the frequency, so that doesn't help us. We have this equation, which is for the period of a spring, and we're doing pendulums, and so this is your equation for the period of a pendulum, 2 pi square root of L over G. Now, if you did the lab, you've already figured out that the mass of this pendulum does not affect the period. It's only affected by the length of the period and gravity. So that's why mass isn't in this equation. The length is 75 centimeters. We need to get that into meters. So that's 0.75 meters. And gravity, we're going to assume that this pendulum is on Earth because we haven't been told any different. And so gravity on Earth, we'll just go ahead and use 10, 9.8 or 10. And so once we plug that into our calculator, we end up getting 1.72. And this is period. Period is the time it takes for it to make 1 cycle. So 1.72 seconds. Now the restoring force is the force that's trying to bring this pendulum back to its equilibrium position. So when the pendulum is over here, the restoring force is trying to pull it this direction. If the pendulum were over here, the restoring force would be going the other way. So I'm going to draw the pendulum a little bit bigger. So when we're looking for the restoring force, what we have to think about is that this mass, even though it doesn't affect the period, it is a force. And so if we were drawing our free body diagram, this would be the force of gravity, right? Mass times gravity would be this. Now, if you kind of think back to ramps and inclined planes, you're going to kind of remember this. But essentially what you have, force of gravity is going straight down. So we have to break this into this weird triangle. So opposite of our tension force here, we have this portion. And so if the whole thing got turned, this would kind of be the Y portion of our FG. And making the bob go this direction, we have kind of the X portion. You can kind of see here, if you think about your geometry, we have theta here and we have theta here. These two angles are going to be the same. I don't remember what theorem that is. This portion here, so this is balancing out your tension force. We're not really concerned with this portion. We're concerned with this portion that's making it go back towards the equilibrium position. This is your restoring force. So if you finish out this triangle, it's that force, which is opposite the angle, which means that your FGX there, or your restoring force, is equal to FG, which is mg, and that's opposite, so it's going to be sine theta. This is an equation that is on your equation sheet as well. You can see it right here. That's not one that the AP Physics people are going to give you, but it is one that you should be able to figure out. And I've gone ahead and given it to you and shown you where it came from. So if we want to find the restoring force of this pendulum, then it's going to be mass times gravity. So it is in kilograms, remember, so it's 0.25 times 10. That's going to be 2.5 sine of 13 degrees. If you do sine of 13 degrees, that's 0.22. So what you have to realize is that essentially the larger this angle is, the higher up your pendulum is, the more restoring force you're going to have. So it's going to want to come down with more force. So if you have a very small angle, this force gets smaller. If you have a very large angle, the force gets bigger and bigger. If you had a 90-degree angle, then sine of 90 equals 1, and this would be the full weight of the bob. So as it is, the restoring force here is going to be 0.56 newtons, which is only a portion of the weight of this, which is 2.5. Okay, so how about you try one yourself? Let's say that you have a pendulum that has a mass of 5 kilograms. It has a length of 2 meters, and theta, or its angle, is 25 degrees. And let's say that it is on Mars. Now, so that you don't have to look it up, gravity on Mars is 3.7 meters per second squared. So see if you can figure out the period of the pendulum and the restoring force. Okay, go ahead and pause the video, and then when you think you have the answers, you can unpause it and you can check yourself. Okay, so hopefully you were able to answer this. T is equal to 2 pi square roots of L over G. And so that's going to be 2 pi square roots of 2 over 3.7. And that's going to give you a period of 4.6 seconds. Now, if you think about that, if this were on Earth, is that going to make the period longer or shorter? Well, if this were 10 or 9.8, then this would all be a smaller number. It would be going faster. It would be coming down quicker if you had more gravity. So the restoring force is mg sine theta. So your mass is 5 kilograms. Now be careful because G, we're on Mars, so that's 3.7. Sine of 25 degrees. And that gives you a restoring force of 7.82 newtons. So hopefully you got those answers yourself.